welcome to Roland's Reviews. Do me one small favor, folks, and please hit the little thumb. That is the like button. That tells YouTube that you are enjoying this content and they may possibly share the content with someone else. So I told you that we would jump on today because I wanted to share. We're always talking about the hypocrisy of the left, and I'm bringing you some more. Just unbelievable, and again, it's some of the same things that we've been talking about. So they just keep pulling from the same playbook. They don't change. Okay, so I don't know why people cannot see through this smoke screen. All right. So we will go ahead. I'll give you a few more moments to come on in the room. All right. Okay. All right. So if you look at the title, and like I said, I'll do the roll call momentarily, folks. All right, here we go. You see the title of what I have pulled up for you. How you doing, Chubbs? You made it back. I hope you're all right. They were asking for you when we, what was it? Wednesday? They were asking for you, and I said, as far as I know, Chubbs is okay. So share this stream out on your various forms of social media, folks. It will be greatly appreciated. All right. I'll go ahead and do the roll call. Okay. How are you doing, Baldwin Birds? There are several people here that have not typed anything. If you'd like for me to call your name out, just send an emoji or say hello. Stacy, Chubby Wubby, Baldwin Birds. All right. Had a knee infection. Oh my God. Great. I'm glad you're better. Yeah, I think it was Florida that was asking for you, love. And I told her that I thought you were fine because normally when something's going on, you normally say something. You normally send me an email and let me know what's going on. And so I was like, I hope everything's all right. But if you're gone too long, we'll reach out and see what's going on. I have to have someone to put into the corner. Come on now. What's wrong with you? Okay. So look at the title. Nothing new to see here, right? So again, it's just, I don't want to say that can't believe it, but I mean, you just show it's so evident that you do anything for a check. Do you have any scruples? I mean, come on, folks. All right, let's see where we are here. All right, so I'm going to go through. Oh, Vicky, how you doing, love? Vicky's here. Vicky, hit that little thumb to your left. That is the like button. Thank you so much. All right. Reverend Al Sharpton's statement on former Governor Andrew Cuomo's expansion plan. So I want to show you. And this is from the National Action Network. Of course, that's his organization. The Devil's Child. Oh, Big Head Al, Sharpton himself. Oh, God, Chubbs just got here and he's already behaving badly. Traveling Mom, how you doing, love? So I wanted to go over this. And again, he's the founder of the National Action Network. His nonprofit issued the following statement on former Governor Andrew Cuomo's plan to support minority and women-owned business enterprises. Now, I'm showing you this first, and then I'll go back. I was on another channel, and she had a clip of him when he was caught up in all of these allegations, the dead people at the nursing home, and all these women came out with all of these accusations and allegations of sexual harassment. So I'm going to show you this first, and then we'll go back. All right. And then I'm going to show you what a little clip of him and Jamal Bryant with Reverend Jesse Jackson, because I did mention it in a prior video. And I told you that it's just a shame, to see Jesse Jackson sitting there in a wheelchair. And to have that man out there in his condition is totally unacceptable. How you doing, Tijuana Border Jumper? We're just getting started, love. You haven't missed a thing, I promise. So anyway, and again, when it's time to vote, right, this is what they do. They come and promise you the world. Do they ever deliver? No. Truth bomb. So anyway, now Governor Cuomo, wait a minute, where are we here? Okay, to former Governor Andrew Cuomo's expansion plan. Okay, there we go. Yeah, so this is what he's saying he's going to do now. Tina, how you doing, love? You're fine. And so look at this. I just read this first paragraph. And again, it's time for a vote. I don't know, with everything that came out on that man, I would go somewhere and hide. But anyway, we're all different. National Action Network. Now look at this crap right here. And like I said, I just went through some of it. Does not endorse candidates. We report on where they stand on the issues impacting Black and Brown Americans. We will continue to do that and inform our members on how these candidates plan to lead the nation's largest city. What a crock. We know all Al cares about is the size of that check, right? Yeah, we know. Dorian, how you doing, love? So the National Action Network is one of the leading civil rights organizations in the nation with chapters throughout the entire United States. Founded in 1991 by Reverend Al Sharpton. They work. It says they work within the spirit and tradition of Dr. Martin Luther King. Now we know what about Al Sharpton, to promote a modern civil rights agenda that includes the fight for one standard of justice, decency, and equal opportunities for all people, regardless of race, religion, nationality, or gender. Now this is what they're saying, and then of course you can go if you want to go any further. Now, what I want to show you next. Just totally unacceptable. Let me show you. And again, it's a shame. They had that man. How you doing? Al Sharpton, Smart Final. They endorsed Kamala and sent money to her. Dorian, you know the game. But I wanted to share this with you because they were at this. I was telling you about. Hold on. Let me pull this up. Them having Jesse Jackson out there in his condition. And I told you, these people are not on your side. Jamal Bryant, I've done a video on him. He's out here, the pastor, I say that word loosely, the pastor who's telling Black people not to shop at Target. And so I want you to check this out. A simple question was asked. There was no response. He was holding the microphone at the time. He passed the microphone instead of answering a simple question. The guy reporter was not disrespectful, but I wanted you to hear this, because if you think these people are working for you, you've got another thing coming. Boom. Listen to this. And this is from Pops and Politics.
Don't even have the same messaging. And Jamal Bryant is standing there.
Hold on. Let me start it from the beginning. Now, this was what I was telling you about. Hold on. I wanted to show you another one because I wanted you to see the entire. Let me show you this. I'll let you hear what some of the things that they're saying, but hold on. The Rainbow, those of you who are old enough to remember the Rainbow Push Coalition, with Jesse Jackson, of course, that was his nonprofit. Katie, how you doing, love? And, the Rainbow Coalition, the NAACP, the Congressional Black Caucus, all of these organizations support. All right, let me take this off. Illegal immigration, which this white reporter just asked a question. Not in a nasty way. They just ignored him and told him. One of the guys said, no, that is not true. That illegal immigration hurts Black communities. So they're not going to tell the truth. Let me show you. Yeah, I wanted to show you this first because we've been talking about this. And all right, hold on. Okay, let me get this queued up for you. As you enter the chat room, if you will, please hit that little thumb, which is the like button. It is much appreciated. And we know for people who may be sitting around thinking that they're going to get reparations, that's not going to happen. Again, anytime it's time, we're getting close to a vote. I'm about to get this straight, folks. I have contractors working here, so I'm a little bit out of sorts because I was running around trying to get this stuff ready. All right. So forgive me for not being fully prepared, but as I said, I do have people here working, and they're finishing up today. Al Sharpton can't hold a candle. No, he can't. They and Reverend, just not God of heaven. Yeah, exactly. So again, we know some Black America, every time it's time for a vote, the Democrats, we're going to do a study. They've done 1,000 studies on reparations. Why anyone would think that that's going to happen is beyond me. Isaiah, how you doing, love? And this video that I'm sharing with you says there are no Black people in America sitting around waiting for reparations. And this channel, I just like this particular video that he had. The way he talks, he doesn't like anybody, but I just like this particular video. White supremacists and coons have created this storyline. But he feels the same way we do about the Black puppets and the gatekeepers, right? Dorian, Roland, I got the link about Malcolm X's stance on Black. Yes, okay, drop it. All right, here we go. And remember, we've already talked about Mad Max, and God, she needs to go to Shady Pines. So again, I wanted you to see this because he has the full video in here that I want you to see. So we agree with, thank you, Dorian. I agree with him to sell out politicians. We've already said that, California and nationwide. We said the Black politicians are a great impediment to Black America, and they always have been. And okay, so we're going to listen to this, and then there's another clip I want you to see where they ignore this white journalist asking a simple question. Why do you support illegal immigration when it hurts Black communities? It takes Black jobs, the Black jobs that Trump was talking about. Now listen to this. Oh, God.
I want y'all to take pictures of these guns and let people know that they're in our city with guns. And I'm sure that they have orders to shoot and kill. I don't know, but otherwise they wouldn't have guns.
One question, Representative Waters, if there's one statement that you call a message that you can send to Donald Trump, what is that message here today?
My message to Donald Trump is you are a cruel human being, and that you're using the poorest people in the land, the most vulnerable people in the land, to promote your politics. You are wrong. We know what this is all about. We have people who are immigrants here who are trying to seek a better living, who have come from places where they have experienced this kind of thing that he's doing here today. People who work every day, people who are paying taxes, who are raising their families, who are supporting education. They should not be treated this way.
Maybe I missed it, or maybe I was asleep. Does anyone remember Maxine Waters out here saying anything about Americans that are suffering? Oh, good God, Maxine, Tina. My girls, welcome to the channel, love. Hit that like button and hit the subscribe button if you're enjoying the content. My girl says Moses' little sister Maxine Waters needs to sit down somewhere, sounding like she's one breath away from the grave. She sounds like right? What the heck? I don't know. Go enjoy the rest of your life. She won't go away. Jeez. Oh, here we go.
They should be given an opportunity to tell their story, who they are, and why they're here, and ask the United States to please do what the Constitution allows us to do, and that is give them consideration for having citizenship here.
Ms. Maxine Waters, thank you for those words. Another thing, do you find it coincidental that this is happening at this time of the year right now? Is there anything that you can correlate with the timeline that it's happening with right now alongside?
No, I think that the president has not been able to live up to the threat that he used during his campaign, where he was going to get millions of them.
Just like the rest of them, she is totally out of touch, out of step with what the American people want. Tina, I can't either. Hi, Roland. I read your comment on Vince's channel and came over to check your content out. My girl, welcome, dear. Someone else from Vince's channel said that they can't see my new content. I don't know how YouTube, they said you haven't posted a video in a while. And I'm like, I posted 2 this week. I don't know how YouTube has this set up where they're not showing your newest videos. They're showing things from 6 months ago or 2 years. So I don't know. Someone tell me. But my girl, yes, Vince, he's the real deal. And these people out here celebrating Juneteenth. I'm with Vince Ellison. I'm celebrating July 4th. Go watch Vince's video on Juneteenth so you can find out the real deal. So thank you for coming on over, love. We appreciate you. Everyone send a little heart in the comment section for my girl. Yeah. She said, yeah, something is shady because I saw the same. Yeah, my girl, I don't know what I can do. Why are they showing my old videos and not my new video? And I just got a message from someone on Vince's channel that said that all they see are my old video. And I'm like, I don't know I don't know how to fix that. If someone knows, type it in the comment section because I sure don't. I don't know how to make it so that you see all of my recent videos. Why are they showing my old videos when people go to my channel? I don't have a clue. All right. So my girl, what do you think about Mad Max, Maxine Waters, and the rest of the Democrats and how they do nothing for Americans? That's what we talk about on this channel. If Maxine would fight for Americans as much as she does for illegal, she would be listened to. Yeah, thank you. Right. How you doing, Florida? Exactly. All right, here we go.
Out of here. And I think it's come to the point where he thinks he's got to show something. But also, his ridiculousness has taken over the armed services to celebrate his birthdays coming up. And people are saying, are you going to spend millions of dollars celebrating your birthday using the armed services to do it? And
you hear about she's upset. The Democrats are upset at the millions of dollars he spent on his birthday, the parade he had for the Army. I don't recall. Maybe I was asleep that day. Does anyone remember Auntie Maxine complaining about all of these sanctuary cities that spent billions upon billions of American taxpayer dollars? Tijuana, did I miss? Maybe I was asleep that day. Maybe I missed it. I don't know. Let me ask the new subby, my girl. Did I miss it? They have said nothing, and they've gone there and made themselves look like fools when they're questioned about it. Oh, when Byron Donalds was asking them how much money did they spend, they would not. I think 1 or 2 told him, the others said they did not know, which we know is a bald-faced lie. Every Democrat is missed because the gravy train has dried up. Yes, my girl. Yes, I love it. Yes. It wasn't about Trump's birthday. I watched it. Right, Mayor, but you know how they are. So they were incensed that he spent all those millions on that parade, but nothing about the billions that they spent. Rachel said Maxine Waters is crazy. Yes, Tijuana, she is disgusting.
I think that adds to it. All of this is coming to the forefront now.
Congresswoman, how should the city of LA and the state of California react to this? What's the small play here?
All of the elected officials in this city should be on the street. The mayor should be on the street. The city council should be on the street. Everybody should be on the street. All of the state elected officials. All of us in Congress. We're supposed to be in Congress tomorrow. But I want you to know, I'm trying to stop him from getting richer and richer on crypto. The more money he has, the more powerful he has, the more he will elect people. So we got a lot of work to do.
Bodies on the street, basically.
Bodies on the street. People on the street. Absolutely.
Ms. Water, before we let you go, anything that you can say to anybody watching or the public that wants to come out here or just simply watching or wants to know anything that you want to tell them that they should do or shouldn't do?
Well, here's what I want to support. I want to support people having a voice. Peaceful protests are okay.
Again, how about support Americans? Traveling mom, she just likes attention. Yeah, she needs to go home and watch the Jeffersons and Good Times and bake some cookies. Yes, how you doing, Florida? Welcome, love.
Here, where the guns are.
Now, again, this channel, I'm just showing this video because I liked the way he had this set up right here. Did you hear what that black woman said? These are the sellouts that the black community has been programmed to love and take up for it. And so again, I said, I'm showing this video because this is true. My girl said she looks like Mother Jim. All right, my girl, send her a Bloody Mary. All right, let's continue. Okay, pay attention, folks. This is the main event that I wanted to share with you. Now, as you can see, okay, that's Jamal Bryant holding the hand of the Reverend Jesse Jackson. And Al, where's Big Head Al? Al is somewhere around there. But anyway, I wanted you to look at this picture and I want you to watch very closely. Yes, my girl, she has. I want you to watch as a white journalist just asks a simple question. Jamal, now you see Jamal is holding the microphone at this point. Listen to the question that the journalist asks. And if you can't, I'm going to, let me see. There we go. I will repeat it. But listen, to pay close attention. Thank you so much, Tijuana Border Jumper. Thank you for the super chat, love. I just sent you some hearts in the comment section. Thank you, love. Fred Sanford would call Mad Maxine Waters Gorilla Cookie. Yeah, just like he did on Esther. Oh, my God, he would. Woo! And you know he would. That's right. He told Aunt Esther, I'll stick your face in some dough and make some gorilla cookies. For those that don't know, look that episode up. Oh, my God. Watch closely, folks. I may have to play this twice. Here you go.
Boycott against Target, against DEI. But why is the Rainbow Push Coalition supporting illegal aliens if illegal aliens disproportionately affect the Black community jobs?
Did you just see that? Laura Jammer, how you doing? Did you just see that, folks? And he's standing there. His left hand is holding the hand of the Reverend Jesse Jackson, who doesn't know he's in the world sometimes. And he's there with Malcolm X on his shirt, his jacket, whatever that is. Malcolm X I know he's rolled over in his grave because that bootlick is wearing an image of him on his clothing. So again, look at Jesse Jackson. They rolled this man out here in this condition. Right, Tina, what was wrong with that question? Was there disrespect? Did I miss it? That's all. Tina, you've been here. Haven't we been saying when Trump said, talked about illegal immigration and Black jobs? Oh God, the Democrats. Oh my God, racist. No, he knew what he was talking about. And the white journalist asked a simple question. Jamal Bryant, okay, the pseudo new leader of America, passed the microphone. He wouldn't answer the question. How you doing, darling? You're fine, dear. My girl, you know Jamal and all his minions were caught off guard with that white man pointing that obvious out to them. Yes, exactly, pointing out the obvious. Okay, listen, folks.
Why is the Rainbow Push Coalition supporting illegal aliens when illegal aliens disproportionately negatively affect the Black community? It is true. They take jobs, right? But they take your jobs. Legal. Nothing.
Thank you so much for coming out today. That doesn't make any sense to me. This is the Rainbow Push annual conference. I mean, if you want to support black jobs, you don't support illegal aliens coming in and undercutting black jobs. It doesn't make sense, though, right? I mean, it just doesn't make sense. Excuse me. Move on with Darius Brooks. And uplifted by Tequila. No answer to the question. But that anybody involved in this, free admission. And I'll answer the question for you because it doesn't matter about black jobs. This is about raising money for their coalition. They don't actually do things to support the black community because if they did, they'd be working to stop black on black violence. But what they want to do is continue DEI, continue making excuses, continue victim mentality instead of setting people free. That's what that is. To the point where they're praying to the Holy Spirit.
Now this guy, and you see that I told you this channel, he said that the journalist is a white supremacist, but that's not true, but that's in his mind. So this is what we've been saying on this channel forever and a day. These people that have been placed in front of us, these people don't represent me. They do not. And so when you have white people even white people point out to them, what you're supporting is harming the black community. They say, no. And they don't even answer the question. Lord Jeremy, how you doing? How can you be for America, let alone for the black community, and be for illegal immigrants? Boom. Thank you. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Tijuana, that journalist is not a racist white. Tijuana, exactly. So again, this guy is angry at everyone, but I wanted to show you because I was trying to find the full clip. The guy asked a simple question. He did not look, and they're just looking at him like he's an alien, and they didn't answer it. And one lady, she was frowning, looking at him like, oh my God, he asked that question. And they are so indoctrinated and brainwashed that they can't see it. My girl, hey, I just looked at Vince Ellison's video, one of his videos today about Juneteenth. A lot of people are sitting up here, and again, that was with Biden. Again, symbolism, another holiday off from work. We know a word that Democrats are allergic to, W-O-R-K, work, boom. So I'm just saying, no, he's not a white. Anyone who asks, and that's another reason why I wanted to show you, anyone who asks a question, oh, they're a white supremacist. Get out of here. So I have to play that again. I mean, and Jesse Jackson is there like he doesn't know where he is. Tina, it's just, right, a money racket. Oh, my God. Watch it again, folks.
Boycott against Target, against DEI. But why is the Rainbow Push Coalition supporting illegal aliens if illegal aliens disproportionately affect the black community jobs? Why is the Rainbow Push Coalition supporting illegal aliens when illegal aliens disproportionately negatively affect the black community? It is true. They take jobs, right? But they take your jobs. Legal. Nothing.
Thank you so much for coming out today. That doesn't make any sense to me. This is the Rainbow Push annual conference. I mean, if you want to support black jobs, you don't support illegal aliens coming in and undercutting black jobs. It doesn't make sense, though, right? I mean, it just doesn't make sense. Excuse me. move on with various groups, and uplifted by Jamal.
No answer to the question. But that anybody involved in this,
free admission.
and I'll answer the question for you because it doesn't matter about black jobs. This is about raising money.
We've said that they don't care about black people. They're doing what they're following the Democrat agenda to keep their checks rolling in. Tijuana, Florida, Dorian, Mayor, all of you have been here over a year. You know we've said that over and over again. Let me continue.
For their coalition, they don't actually do things to support the black community because if they did, they'd be working to stop black-on-black violence. But what they want to do is continue DEI, continue making excuses, continue victim mentality instead of setting people free. That's what that is. To the point where they're praying to the Holy Spirit.
I mean, that's really sad, folks. I'm not trying to be funny, but does Darla, we said that man doesn't know if he's in the world. And they rolled him up there to use him as a prop to do what? To get people emotional, right? That man had Look, I don't want to see Jesse Jackson. I don't agree with his politics, but I don't want to see him wheeled out there in that wheelchair in that condition. Come on. Yeah, Jamal Bryant. Yeah, I think who was Dorian said, where's his baby mama? He has which one? Dorian. Which one? Tijuana. They call Ben Carson a white supremacist. Tijuana sick. They're past sick. You're absolutely right. Anytime, but we know if a black person says something to them that's not, what they agree with, then, oh my God, you said that. If a white person says it, they're a white supremacist. They're full of it. And everything, like I said, that Trump said was true. This guy, I could understand if the guy was nasty, if he was being abrasive. He just asked a simple question. Notice they never give them an answer. And so, no. And you want us to support what you're doing. And all you're doing is destroying the country. No, ma'am, no, sir. And anyone in the chat section who's only celebrating July 4th, like I am, type a 1 in the comment section. And if you don't know why, that Juneteenth, that's a crock. That was for symbolism. We'll give them something over here. Get out of here. No, nothing tangible, right? Okay, Dorian. So what I'm saying is, and if you were here, I just did a video with Dr. Thomas Sowell. Some people's career pathway is victimhood. I have a whole career being a victim. And I said, that's why I agree with Vince Ellison so much. And I've said that those of you who've been here when we've talked about this, when people come attack me saying I'm flippant and I act like racism doesn't exist, I'm like Vince Ellison. I love his thought process. Nothing, and you heard me say it several times, nothing is above God. So let me see what else I wanted to show you. Was that it? Let me see. Okay. The rest is just about Brandon Johnson, and God, we know, oh my God, he's awful. And did you see what he's trying to do? Now he said he's setting up some, what was it? Let me get this, hold on. He was setting up, hold on, let me cancel this. Some reparations grants or something for Black people. Oh my God. I mean, folks, how could you, in good faith, continue to vote for these people? And you see your communities, the poverty, and nothing changes. It just gets worse. They rolled out President Carter to vote. He was half gone. Mayor, They rolled out Dianne Feinstein. She didn't know where she was or who she was. That's ridiculous. Brandon Jack Johnson is trying to save his seat. My girl, if those people put that man back in there, I have no words. No words. None of these, we say it all the time, none of these people are going to do anything for you. And I've said it, my girl, you're new here. If I were Trump, I would cut all federal money to any. If I were Trump, I would just completely abolish sanctuary cities. Yeah, just flip it red, my girl. We were praying that happened. It's ridiculous. And all of these people who keep voting for these Democrats thinking that things will change. But my girl, like I've said, I really feel that this situation with the illegal immigration crisis, that woke a lot of people up, spending billions and billions and billions of taxpayer dollars. No, man, no federal funds. Cut the funds. All this crap will stop. Have you noticed the Democrats are always on the wrong side? And these people sitting up here supporting these Democrats, the same people who tried to keep you in slavery. Get out of here. The same KKK. But this is who you're supporting. And when people point out to you, hey, look at what they're doing to you. Oh, no, they don't want to hear it. They don't. I can't. And so Al Sharpton, first of all, let me show you this. So Al Sharpton is now, he saw the poll. How you doing, Asheen? The legal crisis woke me up for real. Okay, good. Asheen, okay. How did it wake you up? Were you always voting for Democrats? Tell us. Hit that like button, folks, and hit the subscribe button if you are enjoying this content. So Reverend Al is part of the Black leadership, or lack thereof. Good. And so Sharpton decided to align himself with Andrew Cuomo. Zoran Mandami, I think that's how his name is said, is running for mayor in New York City, okay, against Andrew Cuomo. Oh, you always voted Democrat. Well, welcome, love. We're glad that you stopped voting blue. Our mantra on this channel is do not vote blue, no matter who. Good deal. Al betrays the Black voters. He betrays all Americans, but of course, he really reaches out to Black Americans. Zoran is now leading in the latest poll. So Sharpton said, hey, I think I'll come out and get behind Cuomo. Now, the establishment doesn't want this guy, Zoran. So Al, again, he goes to the highest bidder, right? So Cuomo, we know about Cuomo, who was disgraced with all the people who died in the nursing home. Thank you, Dorian. And all those women who accused him of sexual harassment. So Al has interjected himself. How you doing, Vipa? Yes, I'm on a roll. I get upset, Vipa, when people are hoodwinked and people can't see what something that's so clear to me. When other people can't see it, it drives me nuts. Let me give you an analogy. When I'm teaching something in my classes and I've gone over it and I've done all I could, when a student just can't get it, it drives me insane. And that's how I feel about this, because how can they not see this? I will always associate Sharpton with Tawana Brawley. Boom. Yes. Al Snake Tongue Sharpton is the biggest Black grifter there is. Well, beside Jesse Jokes or Jesse. Yeah, my girl. Yeah. And that's it. And the only reason Jesse's not in any way, health wise, he can't get out here and do anything. Like I said, he's in a wheelchair, and they ought to be ashamed of rolling that man out there like that. Oh my God. When I saw that, I almost started crying. I was like, this is just too much. So anyway, Al is telling people to get behind Cuomo. And Ashan, I cannot stand any of the Democrats. Okay, Ashan, that's right. Stay away from those Dems. So before, Al, before this Mudami guy got in there, Al was telling everyone to support Adrienne. What was her last name? I forgot. Anyway, she's black. So of course, he tells black people, you should have voted. She was the number 2. You should have voted for her. For Zoran. But hey, whatever. We know, again, identity politics. Jesse Jackson is just as gone as Joe Biden. Glenn, that's what I'm saying. And they're wheeling these people out in the condition that they're in. So anyway, let me show you this video. I have another video. And let me show you. So Cuomo, before I show you the video, let me show you this. This guy right here, he tells you all you need to know about Cuomo, which you already remember because it was all over the place. Hit that like button if you're enjoying this content. Al Sharpton, aka Old Big Perm, boom. They loved Trump when he was giving them money. Mayor, thank you. Mayor is old enough to remember when Jesse Jackson ran for president, who gave him money? Trump. But Trump's the biggest racist ever born. Thank you, Lord Jammer. And so let me show you what this guy tells you all you need to know about Cuomo. So I want you to listen to what he says, because some of you may have forgotten about everything that Andrew Cuomo was accused of. So listen to this. He's just going to read him the riot act. I love it.
To Mr. Cuomo, I have never had to resign in disgrace. I have never cut Medicaid. I have never stolen hundreds of millions of dollars from the MTA. I have never hounded the 13 women who credibly accused me of sexual harassment. I have never sued for their gynecological records. And I have never done those things because I am not you, Mr. Cuomo. And furthermore, the name is Mamdani, Mamdani. You should learn how to say it because we got to get it right.
All right, so I wanted you to see that just in case some of you had forgotten. So I'm showing you all this, and then I have a video to show you about Al, how Al flipped and sold out Black America like he always does. President Trump did more for the Black community than any other president, but you don't hear about it. Boom. Yes, and that's what I'm talking about. So where are we here? I had something else to show you on this guy's Twitter page. But yeah, he reads him the riot act. And I love it. Let me go up. So he calls it out. He calls Cuomo out. All right. And of course, the people who are backing him, well, all right. You know they have the big bucks. So are they thinking about the poor people? No. These are the elites. Where they're always trying to say it's the Republicans, these are the elites. So this guy, I was on his page because he was just exposing it. So let me show you something else. So Pop in Politics, I love, they break it down. They call the nonsense that they see. They looked at the same video that I looked at, that you looked at when the question was asked, and they're standing there not saying anything, looking like they're stunned. And why is this guy asking that question? So yeah, let me show you some of what Pop in Politics had to say. Oh my God, I loved it. I love when people can see right through the smoke screen. And when they can't, it really bothers me. So let me show you. So we've already seen it. And of course, again, they ignored him. But I want you to hear some of what Pop in Politics had to say. Because I don't know about you, none of those people represent me. And everyone's just looking at the guy like he's an alien. He's asking a simple question, and no one is telling him he's wrong. They won't answer it. Okay. You think that New York would have wised up on the Lord Jammer? They're a lost cause. Lord Jammer, as quiet as it's kept, I don't think you know. I used to live in New York. I would never, ever, yes, my girl, ever live there again. They've destroyed it. No way. And you can't protect yourself. I'm in North Carolina, so we're all locked and loaded, if you know what I mean. So anyway, I'm going to show you. I want you to hear some of what Pop and Politics said. They called them out on their foolishness as well. Florida, if Alley Cat was here, she would have. Yes, she would. Yeah, Pop and Politics is awesome. I love their commentary. Straight, no shenanigans, just straight talk.
People, they really want to be Dr. Martin Luther King again. That's what they want to be in some way, shape, or form. But they're out there now boycotting, lobbying, quote unquote, scheming people and claiming, that they're working for the Push Coalition. And now they're getting all this. Pastor Jamal Bryant should sit down. He should sit down or be sat down by his congregation until they get a real pastor who can preach the gospel to these people, not out here doing whatever it is he's doing, which is really is not benefiting anyone, in my never be humble opinion, except for Jamal Bryant.
It's a really interesting thing when you look at the images, and the question that the commentator brought up is like, so why are you for illegal immigration knowing that it costs Black people jobs? Now here's Jamal Bryant picketing a Target with Black people's jobs.
Did I not say that? Those of you who've been here, Florida, Mayor, Dorian, Tijuana, Chubbs, I've said that when they were telling Black people to boycott Target, to boycott Walmart. I told you, I don't shop at Target anyway, because for me, it is out. It's almost 40 miles round trip. It's out of my way. So I really don't shop at Target. And, they were saying to stop shopping at Walmart because they sacked their DEI program. And I go to Walmart a lot. And like I said, Walmart is a major employer of Black people. So Jamal Bryant, who lives in his nice mansion, is telling people to boycott these places. So when they start laying off Black people, how did you help them? I'll wait. Darla, we've had a couple of escapees from California moved to our little town, wanted to change the way we do things. Yeah, they destroy. I said that. People in these blue states destroy those states. They pick up and move. They're trying to turn Texas blue, right? A lot of people left California and moved to Texas. DEI didn't benefit Black people. So from Dorian. All right. Chubbs, very smart lady there. Oh, yeah. Listen to it. Lord Jammer's in Ohio. Okay.
At stake. And they're holding signs that say jobs now. The whole thing just seems so kind of haphazard, thrown together. They don't even have the same messaging. And Jamal Bryant is standing there with a jacket on with Malcolm X's picture on it. Malcolm X's whole thing was, as a people, we need to work and do better for ourselves. And here you are picketing 40,000 people who work at Target that happen to be Black. Yep. Then there are Black people holding signs that say jobs now. And then you're telling them, oh, no, we're not afraid of the illegal immigrants coming to steal our jobs. That's not a Black thing. Please don't ask the question, who wants free tickets to a comedy show? Well, we're at the comedy show. You guys are as funny as going to get anytime that day. This is ridiculous. And again, you're right, Shelley. This is who wants to have the biggest grift. Who's going to be the next Jesse Jackson? Who's going to be the next Al Sharpton? Since he's only half the Al he used to be, right? Yeah. Who's going to be the next guy to get the big check from the Black people who are going to follow him like sheep because he's going to invoke the name of God? And he's right. It is demonic. And we need to pray for them.
This is the grift, okay? You pay Al Sharpton's organization a certain amount of money regularly, and he won't say bad things. That's simply it, okay? This is the same type of thing that Jamal Bryant is attempting to set up with Target. Yep. That's why they've got this Target boycott going on. That's right. That's why you see those corporate names up there, because that's basically like his scouts, his trophies. He's letting you know, You know, if I come knocking on your door, I've already got AT&T, I've already got Comcast and Procter and Gamble, so on and so forth. You might as well do business with me as well. Now, it also plays into the fact that we as Black people are the most politically or the least politically astute voting bloc in America today.
That's right.
Because we allow symbols like Jesse Jackson, Al Sharpton, and now this clown down in Atlanta.
Have we not, those that have been here, have we not been talking about symbolism? That's what the Democrats use, emotion and symbols. That's what they use to reel you in. Chubbs, there will never be another Al. No one has a head that big. Boom. I don't know why. Where are we here? Boycott places that people will lose their jobs. Now, how's that helping any race? Chubbs, we've been saying it. That's not helping anyone. And, you know, when these people are out of their jobs, he's not going to help them. He's in his mansion. Oh, God.
The next fake preacher. We allow these symbols to substitute actual improvement in the Black community. So there's an inverse relationship between the net worth of Jamal Bryant, Jesse Jackson, and their ilk, and test scores in the Baltimore City school system.
How many of you who are here? I said that. I went up there in Jersey, in Newark, when they were up there, the mayor had to be handled. The representative, now she's indicted. I pulled the test scores up with those tests. Now, I'm an educator, for those that don't know. I teach high school, have for 27 years. With those test scores in Newark, they don't have time to be at a detention facility. They need to be working on getting those test scores up. And Newark has been, high crime, high poverty since the beginning of time. That's what they need to be working on, because those are the people in your district that voted for you. Diane Roach, how you doing, love? I go to Walmart a lot. Only thing I don't like about Walmart is most of the clothes, shoes, and many other things they sell is from China. Yeah, Diane, I don't like that either. For me, it's convenience. Sometimes just, I'm in a hurry, but it's just, they're everywhere, For me, it's convenience. Hit the like button for me, please, folks. Let me continue.
Okay. Property values in the inner city. All right. Crime, all right, is going up right along with the net worths of these people, because it's all about symbolism in the Black community. It's not about real change.
No.
And these people have figured out how to monetize that.
Lord Jammer, you're absolutely right. He's not a pastor as far as I'm concerned, not with all of his shenanigans. They've been more worried about our kids being indoctrinated instead of educated. Tina, boom. You got that right.
And they've become quite wealthy doing it.
It's definitely Marxism. It's exactly what it is. And since the civil rights movement, there has been Marxists who have infiltrated communities, particularly Black communities, to exploit historic issues that has been going on in this country, and they have been exploiting these issues ever since. And for them to stay alive, for these organizations, for these Marxists to stay alive, these issues, whatever it is that they're quote unquote fighting, they have to be present. So if they're saying they're fighting poverty, then they would like to see poverty to stay, because if there is no poverty, they don't have a job.
Did we not say that, folks? That's why they're called the poverty pimps. They want to keep you poor and dependent and begging. No problem, Ashani. That's what they want. Then they have you right where they want you. So what do? Symbolism. Those that weren't here, they put that big back black woman statue up there in Times Square, right? because they said there are two white men, or there are two white statues of two white men, you need someone black. So it's about symbolism. I don't need symbolism. That's not going to help me. So again, okay, and I'm going to get you right here. I have a video that I'm going to play for you. Jammer, yeah, the ice cream machine is always broken at McDonald's. So you see what we've been saying, folks. More and more people are waking up to these lies. They keep you in the slavery mentality while they get rich. Yes, Mayor, what are they always telling you? You're a victim and you can't make it. Oh, before I show you this video, I have something to show you because you've heard me say it often. Let me show you this little short that I watched, and I'm sure none of you have seen it, but it came across my channel today. And this is what I'm talking about. They have a narrative. All right, let me show you. Okay, hold on. Yeah, let me pull this up. This is what makes me angry. Their narrative is if a white person says something or does something to a black person, woof, here they come. Now, what I'm getting ready to share with you, wait a minute. Not Kitty. Hold on, let me show you. This is what I'm talking about. Cop slams kid who was asking for his phone. Now, once I play this and you listen to this, you let me know if you've seen this anywhere on social media. So again, what is their narrative? If it's someone black and the person who's doing something to them is white, oh my God. Now, those of you who've been here for the last few videos with the Africans saying they hate Black Americans and they don't want anything to do with them. Has any of you heard any of these black preachers, puppets, gatekeepers say anything about these people? You had the Latino community and the African community, right? They don't say anything, but it's, oh my God, if someone white says something, the world's coming to an end. I don't need symbolism either. While they sit there as millionaires, boom. So everyone look at this video here. Baldwin said, Democrats never cared about the American people. It's troubling to get that through people's minds. Yes. So watch this video of this police officer. And this is my former home state of Pennsylvania. This big police officer slams this kid, but it's not a black kid. So no one says anything. And I'm sure none of you have seen it. So watch this, folks. I wanted to show this to you so you understand what I'm saying.
My badge number is 5815. Don't touch me. You don't me again.
There's a police officer in Elwood City, Pennsylvania named Rob Magnifico, who just got suspended for 10 days because he violently pushed down this kid in a Sheetz gas station.
Understand this, son. Yo. I'm not going to put up with this. Understand who you're talking to.
It was caught on video by his friends. It went viral. People saw it. They got pissed. Boom, he gets suspended.
You are hereby suspended without pay for a period of 10 days, effective immediately.
He's right there on video violating the Fourth Amendment of the Bill of Rights. That's pretty serious, in my opinion. Under long-established Fourth Amendment law, force may not legitimately be used against an individual who is compliant and poses no ongoing threat to himself or others, or who is not resisting arrest, even if he was initially non-compliant. And this is not his first time. Here he is arresting and tasing a guy for swearing at him in public while complaining about a parking ticket.
You can't cuss and swear in public. It's against the law. You think you're such a tough guy? Why don't you just say it to my face, huh? Why don't you make a move? Because you can't. Because you get your ass kicked. That's why.
And here he is admitting on video that he takes his sweet time on getting to domestic violence calls because he wants the victim to get beaten first so he can arrest both of them.
Because I want them to beat the shit out of each other and tire each other out. I said that way when I get there, all I got to do is say, you're under arrest, you're under arrest. I don't know.
Remember this original video that got this guy at least suspended for 10 days. It only went like 100 or 200,000 views. Imagine if you take this video and you send it into the millions. Will it still be a 10-day suspension? I bet it would not. So if you share my opinion, spread the footage far and wide.
All right. Now, how many of you in the comment section love your show? Thank you for educating truth to everyone, Diane. Thank you, love. Now, God bless you too, dear. How many of you, if that had been a Black American kid, boy, that he had done that to, he don't need to be a police officer. He needs to be in jail. Boom. Right. But Tina, if that were a Black kid that he did that to, somebody type in the comment section what would have happened. I'm just waiting. Someone type in the comment section. I'm waiting for that. But you don't hear anything about what happens to the white kids. But if it's Black, oh, the vultures come out. Lord Jammer, white supremacy, yes, is the oldest, lamest, tiredest excuse. Yes. Lord Jammer, that's their old go-to. So how people have not, figured it out, I don't know. Thank you, Lord Jammer. If that had been a Black kid, it would have been viral all over social media, right? Yes, it would have been, and we know that. So, yeah. If it were my kid, traveling mom, there would be Democratic Black leaders shouting to the rooftop, boom. No one says anything about the white kid that's beaten or abused by the police officer. Right. The world would end. Yes. Vicky Simmons. Yes. So you see how they have, if it doesn't fit the narrative, they don't say anything. Okay. Hit that like button for me, folks. I have one more video I wanted to share with you. And then we're done until tomorrow. So again, if you're new here, we expose everyone. We don't care. And that's what those Black gatekeepers and puppet masters do. Something happens to someone Black, oh, it's racism. Oh, God, Jesus, help us. He's not a policeman. He's a bully. He needs to be fired and arrested, and Big Bubba needs to treat him like he does. Roland, I think you should have pulled the links about Malcolm X speeches that I just pulled. Yeah, Dorian, I'm going to look at those, and maybe tomorrow, because I have one more clip, and it's going to take a little bit. Get the likes up. Thank you, Lord Jam. Yeah, hit the little thumb, which is the like button. So, yeah, hold on. Let me let you hear some of this. She called him out for his nonsense. So, again, Al Sharpton was on tape a few years ago when all this stuff was going on with all these allegations with Cuomo. He was saying something about it. Now he's telling Black people to get behind him and support him. Who would listen to that charlatan? Oh my God, I can't with these people. Oh my God. And so again, they continue to sell out the Black community, and they're not going to do anything for you. Al Sharpton is just like all these other Black gatekeepers, that he is for illegal immigration. He was there when that white journalist asked the question. You didn't see his big head, but he was there. Oh my goodness. So I'm going to start this video because, again, he sold out Black America. He sold them out, telling them to get behind Cuomo. Listen to this.
Ideally, if you do support civil rights and you've been advocating for civil rights, you would not go after the one candidate that said that Israel should be one state and it should be a secular state, and Palestinians and Israelis should have equal rights under the law, because that is a part of civil rights. But Al Sharpton is doing just that, and he's using identity as the excuse. Shout out to Jason Beeferman for this. Rev Al notes how even though AOC endorsed Zoran Mondami as her number one and Adrian Adams as number two, Zoran endorsed Brad Lander, a white man, as his number 2 instead of Adrian. Somehow that politics ain't progressive to me.
And again, what is he saying? You should have voted for the black woman. No one's talking about credentials or if she could do the job. Just she's black, vote for her. That's why we're in the condition that we're in this country. Mayor said Sharpton was a snitch back in the day. Boom. All right, here we go. Thank you, Chubbs. Here we go.
So here's Al Sharpton. There was a meeting recently. He had an event with the National Action Network in Harlem.
So the clip I showed you earlier, so this is still from that, remember where the white journalist asked the question and they all looked at him like he was an alien and told him it wasn't true? This is that same event.
And this is Al Sharpton playing his role as part of the Black Misleadership class. He is there to come in to try to stop any type of progressive policy, etc., any type of energy around that. He's there to come in and shut that down. And the way that he's able to do that is by having that camaraderie with the Black community. So he's speaking to Black people at this event, basically to tell them not to support those types of policies, what would actually benefit the Black community, but to get behind Andrew Cuomo. Because even with the statement here, it is Andrew Cuomo ultimately who Al Sharpton is trying to tell them that they need to get behind and support. I kid you not. And that is very interesting that he used identity. You get it, like, you should have supported Adrian because Adrian is Black, is basically what Al Sharpton is saying.
Yep.
That Zoran's number 2 should have been Adrian because she's Black, not Brad. That's what he's saying. Like, you don't have to have any substance. You ain't really got to have no damn policy. Nope. Just because you're Black, that's what it is. Mm-hmm. But Al Sharpton now had Andrew Cuomo at the National Action Network event in Harlem, New York, in front of the Black community, and basically telling them this is the guy who's had our side.
So you see what they're doing here, old Slick Al. Wait a minute. Let me get this phone straight again. Okay, wait a minute. Old Slick Al. Lord said Sharpton slick with those gym suits and big weaves back in the day. Lord, I remember. Lord Jammer, I remember that. I remember when Roy Ennis knocked him on what is it, Geraldo show, that talk show, and I think it was Roy Ennis knocked him out, and he jumped up quick though. All right, here we go.
Who's had our back? But when Andrew Cuomo was governor, which was just like 3 years ago, he said the exact opposite. I want you to remind you what.
So again, he's sold to the highest bidder. So he flipped. And now telling the Black people, get behind Andrew Cuomo. So you see, you have to put a bunch of zeros behind those checks for Reverend Al. And he sells you down the river. Listen.
What Al Sharpton said here, when Andrew Cuomo was called out due to that investigation. Listen.
Our 840, as Pix 11 commemorates Harlem Week, we want to highlight the importance of Harlem as the epicenter of social and political movements that really changed the course of history.
One of the people who led many of those movements is Reverend Al Sharpton, and he is joining us this morning. Good morning, Reverend Al.
Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
Good to see you.
I tell you what, this man is always working. We see him in the car this morning, so thank you for spending a little time with us as you're traveling to your office. We do want to start with the situation in Albany, though, Reverend. That situation obviously being Governor Andrew Cuomo and the scandal that surrounds him. Do you think he should resign in the wake of the Attorney General's findings?
Well, I think that it is very difficult for me to see how he can continue to govern. You've heard now the Speaker of the New York State Assembly say they're moving forward with some speed around impeachment proceedings. Once you've lost the confidence of the legislature, whether you feel it is right or wrong, you can't govern. And I think that if I were him, I would resign rather than be impeached, would only be the second governor in the history of the state. I think the more important thing is how we move forward and govern during these serious times. I'm already hearing people that are in the political culture start reaching out to me and others saying, what do you think about this candidate or that candidate? No one has said that anyone is running yet, but they're already seeing the post-Cuomo world because there's going to be an election next year.
Yeah.
So I believe that we cannot lose the people in the midst of all of these scandals.
There's a lot of.
So we could just pause it right there. Okay. Pause it right there. So again, that was Al Sharpton 3 years ago saying that Andrew Cuomo needs to resign because he cannot effectively govern at this point in time. Everybody remember this? Okay. Which made sense, right? Right? Andrew Cuomo had multiple cases of sexual harassment filed against him, different women. He issued a public apology. And like I said before, if you did nothing wrong, what you apologizing for? If you ain't do nothing wrong, what you apologizing for? Then two, on top of that, the nursing home deaths, which he tries to refute till this day, but the evidence shows the contrary, that all those people that died in those nursing homes, because Andrew Cuomo didn't want them to be able to get to the hospital to get the treatment that they needed. So when you have people obviously in a small space and there's an illness, obviously it's going to make its way through that small space. Like you have to take the people out that are sick and get those people the help that they need, get them treated. Andrew Cuomo was like, no, and then didn't want to take accountability for the nursing home deaths. So if Al Sharpton was saying 3 years ago he cannot effectively govern and that he needed to resign, why is this clown now out here pumping him up during the National Action Network in Harlem? This was just this weekend.
And look at Cuomo sitting up there on the stage. And again, this just happened, folks. So again, I love to know what the size of that check was, because he's totally flipped. And now this is who, my girl, we're glad you're back, dear. Now this is, he's full steam ahead. He's all behind Cuomo with all that baggage. Ashan, he got paid. You know it. Here we go.
I don't know why we can't hear it. Eric, do you know why we can't hear it?
I had that on Twitter, on Instagram, National Action Network. Let me see. But yeah, this is what I wanted to tell you. He sold them out. Again, and Lord Jammer said he's been doing that for years, and he has. And people are still listening to this man. And I don't get it. Oh my God. My girl, his green is long. Yes. Oh my goodness. You know it. Yeah, let me see. Yeah, he's telling black people, get behind Cuomo. And I don't know why anyone that had more than 2 brain cells would listen to this man. There is no way. So here he is. Okay. All right. Let me see if I can find that clip. All right, I have it. Let me see if the volume. Okay, I'm going to cue this up for you. Give me a moment so you can see how he flipped. I pulled it up, National Action Network. I pulled it up on Instagram so we can watch the video. And just like you lead the sheep to slaughter. Oh, boy. All right. So I'm going to play this for you because I want you to hear it, how he flipped. All right. And, of course, he's telling people to go out and vote. Hold on. For Wait a minute. Yeah. For Cuomo.
FM in New York, for you that are watching us live on Impact Television nationally and even other parts of the world, and you that are watching us on live stream on nationalactionnetwork.net. We're happy to be with you another Saturday to give our report on where the action is. Give a hand to our presider, Nancy Darlene Crawford.
And if you can see, and you can't see all the pictures because this comment section's popped up here. You know, you have, let me see, because I want you to see. If I can show you the reel without the comments.
Even with the booty in the front, I still look good.
Oh, God. Don't throw up your dinner. Where was it? Where was it? Hold on. Hit that like button for me, folks. I appreciate it. Listen.
Is listening to me on radio. First thing you should say in the morning, have you voted yet? You ain't even got to wait for Tuesday night. Have you voted yet? You might get sick. Vote early. It might rain. Vote early. But vote for who is on your side. President asking me, whose side are you on, Rev? I'm on who's on my side. I don't vote for whose side I'm on. I vote for who's on my side. Who stand up and open doors for me, that'll make a way for me, that'll fight for me when it's not fashionable to fight. I don't need nobody that ain't gonna stand up. I need some backbone. It is imperative, particularly in this administration. Let me tell you something, they're gonna pour a lot of money in this state next year. They're gonna try to flip the governor, they're gonna try to flip the state attorney general. We have an administration that is not bashful about the interests they want to serve. So we ain't got no time to be playing for popularity contests. This is about our future. And then from a biblical standpoint, I'll let you go on Father's Day weekend. We got something for all the fathers. But I want a Rev. Malcolm Berg, pastor of Mother A.M.E. Zion, our COO of National Action Network. Go to Genesis.
Genesis chapter 22, verse 11. But the angel of the Lord called out to him from heaven.
Wait a minute. Angel of the Lord called out to him from heaven. Abraham, in the Bible. Abraham had been a servant of God. Abraham's original name was Abel. Changed his name to Abraham, made him father of many nations. But in order to be a father, you got to pass a father test. Come on, man. You can't just jump up and say, I'm a father. You got to pass a father test. So God raised Abraham. God elevated him. Problem with a lot of y'all is you want an elevation with no test. You want a PhD passing a kindergarten test. You got to pass the test to get there. So he said to Abraham, I want you to sacrifice something. There was a time every year they'd have to make sacrifices. And this year God said, I don't want what I usually get from you. I want you to sacrifice your son. He got his folks together, got his son. They walked up the mountain, and Abraham knew that he had committed to God. He would sacrifice his son, a human sacrifice, kill his son. He didn't want, I guess he was embarrassed or ashamed to do it in front of his accompanying people. So he told them, y'all lay here. Me and my son, we'll go up a little further. They went up, and his son started getting the fire ready and the flames ready for the sacrifice. And his father took out the sword, and his son said, Daddy, I'm a little confused. He said, I see the wood, I see the fire, but where's the lamb? because they sacrifice a lamb every year. He couldn't tell his son, Greg Meeks, that you are the sacrifice this year. So he had the choice of obeying God or sacrificing his son. And then the Bible said, what? Reverend, read that verse again.
Do not lay a hand on the boy.
As he got ready to kill his own son, an angel come and said, do not lay a hand on the boy. Leave it alone. It's only a test. Sometimes God will test you to see if you will obey his will. Some of us had to make it through hard tests. But if you pass the test, God will give you the grade. I serve a God that'll make a way out of no way. That'll open doors that no one can open and shut doors that no one can shut. That'll take the possible out of impossible. Great fathers pass the test. Stand up. Don't worry about Trump. Stand up anyhow. Don't worry about what they're doing. Stand up anyhow. We'll pass the test. It's Father's Day. We've been from slavery through segregation, through voter denial, but we're still here. Pass the test. Pass the test. Through it all. Through it all. I've learned to trust in Jesus. I've learned to trust in God. Through it all, they call me names. Through it all, they drag me down. But through it all, I learned to depend on his word.
All right, that's enough of that. I don't need anyone throwing up their dinner. So again, getting people emotional. Dorian said you failed the test. My girl, that is Bible 101. He ain't said nothing. Sound like fake Jamal Bryant. Woo, you're lighting these comments up. There's nothing at stake here, you idiot. Yeah. Hey, Al, did you pay your taxes yet? Oh my God. Yeah, right. He about to tear up the holy word of God to suit his own wicked agenda. Yeah. I wish someone would tell us how much that check was that Cuomo wrote him. Oh my God. So again, getting people emotional, talking about Trump, and Trump has done nothing but help these people. So I don't know what he's talking about. Mayor, he is. And the sad part is people listen to that nonsense. And it bothers me. Old Testament doesn't apply anymore. Chris. Oh my God. Okay, Dorian, or let me see, Chris. So when people type in Roland's reviews, I'm trying to see if someone can help me here. All my old videos pop up. How do I fix it so that my new videos pop up? I don't know why YouTube, when they made this last change, they have old 6-month and all other kinds of old videos popping up. All I want from the newest to the oldest is what I need, because people are coming to my channel and they don't see the content that they want on politics. And then they say, well, you haven't uploaded in a long time. And I've been uploading, but they can't see it. All right. So that's what I wanted to share with you. I wanted to show you the Reverend Al. He received a check. So he flipped. And he's still not going to do anything for you. So you can listen to him and vote for Cuomo if you want to. With all of that baggage, all of those allegations, all of the dead people in the nursing home. But this is the man for you. Get out of here. I can't. How long has this been going on? How long has this been going on? Too long. Slick and slippery tongue. Yes. Mayor, yeah. Mayor, yes. I'll sing some. I love Steely Dan and Boss Skaggs. Oh, wow. So anyway, that's all I wanted to share with you tonight. I don't know. We can see it, but not everyone can. Can anyone figure out why my new videos are not? Does anyone have a clue? Because I don't. Why my newer videos are not showing up when people type in Roland's Reviews. Mayor, I don't know, but you can make playlists. You can put your vids on them the way you. Oh, I have all my lives are on a playlist. Chris, I've done that. You can look at mine later if you want to see the layout. Yeah, okay. Okay, Dorian. Music, my girl. Yeah, real music. I sing real music on here. Fleetwood Mac. There's a song. What was that group? Teddy Pendergrass and Harold Melvin and the Blue Notes. Very poignant song. Wake up, everybody. No more sleeping in bed. Vipa said, YouTube sabotaging. Yes. Yes, I have, Florida. I have. Vipa, that's what they do. Lord said YouTube is not promoting them. You're right, Lord Jammer. They're not. So if people, I think what people have to do, I'm trying to figure out, and I'll show you how I have. If you type in Roland's Review, I'll show you, and then we'll go. I hope you've enjoyed this content. And again, just reiterates what we've been saying. So let me type it in. I'll show you. So maybe if you see it, maybe someone can have an idea or something. But like I said, why are they showing my old videos? Now, when I type it in, okay, let me show you my screen. Because I've been trying to figure it out. And I already have playlists. Where are we? Okay. So this is where we are now. We're live. This was from Wednesday. But then look, this was 3 years ago. Diane, that is really stupid. Do you know why they do? Why? I think that Lord Jammer said they're not promoting them. And Diane, they're trying to stymie our growth. Okay, Chris, thank you. Diane, you're absolutely right, though. So, yeah, they're showing. And then, okay, now I did this 4 days ago because who is it? My girl. Someone from Vince Ellison's channel said all my stuff was old. I said, no, I just streamed. I streamed 2 videos this week. So why would they do that? Oh, thank you, Chris. Chris said I'm pressing the right button. Yeah, they don't want it promoted. My girl, you remember this one? Oh, Diane gets it. Diane, yes. Diane gets it. That's how they're censoring us now. Yes. Anything we can do to combat it. Because this was when I was doing, those that don't know, when I first started my channel, I was interviewing celebrities. And then when all this politics started with all the illegal immigration, I said, no, I need to get in. I need to cover that. And I've been doing politics ever since. Diane, let me know, love, if you know how I can bypass it. They deleted your comments? Wow. So anyway, this is, yeah, they're showing, and some of the videos they're showing aren't even mine. Right? Oh, Dora, you've been here with me that long, love? Wow. Lord Jammer, yeah. Okay, Lord Jammer's just like Diane. It's a new way of shadow blocking. Okay. So what I need to do, I guess, is tell people to type in Roland's reviews and then hit, let me see what they need to click. They're going to have to click on live. And if you, because I know I do more lives than anything else. So my girl says, yep, that's how they do it. Delete what they don't want others to hear or see. My girl, Lord Jammer and Diane know what they're doing. So I guess what I'll have to start telling people to do is to type in Roland's reviews and then click at the top, make sure you click on live. If they click on live, then they have everything. Everything is in order. Remember, we were in a comment section about Esther Roll and Charles Houston. Yes. Where did put the hashtags where, Florida? Topeka, how you doing? What was a subscriber then and right? Topeka, I'm not sure what you're saying, love. I'm not sure. But yeah, if people just type it in, let me see if you can see. Yeah, you're with me. A bunch of old videos and even videos that aren't my videos pop up. Florida, Midnight, how you doing, love? Hashtags for what, love? I have a hashtag in the title, Florida. So I'm trying to figure out, that's for Midnight, meow, why. Yes, they did that with they did that with you too? Yes, Vipa. Boom. Boom. Thank you, Diane. Dim on, yes. I swear, I hope and pray we get another. YouTube needs a competitor. They could magically delete your account with copyright strikes and all. Yeah, they're a mess. Baldwin, they're owned by Google. That makes sense. So I guess what I need to start telling people is when they type in my channel name, they're going to have to, let me go back. So this is what you see initially when you type in the channel name. So I guess what I need to tell them to do is to click beside my name, Roland's Reviews, and then click live. And then that's everything in order. Dorian, yeah, but they're not really a competitor. Thank you, Florida. Thank you, dear. Topeka, start another channel and the views and subscribe. Okay, Topeka. Okay, Topeka. Okay. Yeah, if anyone has any ideas, leave that you can think of, or if you hear something or learn of something new, leave me a comment because I read all my comments and I will respond. Or you can send me an email. But I don't know why they're doing this. Okay, Diane. Yeah. Good point. I have a dream that one day Google will split up and YouTube will be bought by Elon Musk. Boom. Midnight. Yeah, Florida. What I told you, YT was doing as every time my subscriber count would go up, it would just keep dropping the numbers back down. And people were telling me they couldn't find me. I mean, I've had people come back. They're like, I haven't been here for a while. And, I guess they didn't type the name in right. YouTube unsubscribed them. I didn't. Yes, Dorian. Yes. My girl, because you tell the truth. Yep. So that's all I can do is tell the truth. But that's what's going on, folks. Yeah, Florida, you remember how it was increasing and then boom. And I've noticed this with other small content creators where I talked to the Arena Uncensored. His numbers have dropped dramatically. Okay, Chris, thank you. Yes. Okay, Midnight said it's called Soft Kill by YT to discourage. Thank you, Midnight. Midnight, how do you combat it or work your way around it? What are your thoughts? So I'm asking you because you never know who knows. And then we'll get off here. Lord, I think they are kind of sort of making up. Yep, Chris. Midnight or anyone else have any other ideas? And Florida said she's going to send me some info. But yeah, they dropped, and I don't. When I looked at some of these other smaller YouTubers, how their numbers dropped, I'm like, oh my God, I better not complain. More family friendly. Okay, Dorian, I got you. Okay. All right. That's all right. I'll keep bringing it. You said Facebook. Okay. Yeah, this is streaming on Facebook too. Thank you, Chris. Thank you so much. Yeah, Diane, Midnight, my girls, any of you who have Facebook or Truth Social, please share the streams out. So if I can build the channel up, they won't be able to stop me. Dorian said, you know how YouTube is? They fear the kids might watch this. Oh, okay. Well, yeah. Why don't you try doing short videos like 10-minute max and posting them in a certain... Florida, I tried that too before. You remember when I was doing the premieres? You have to be on the same page as their narrative, but once you're on YouTube's radar, there's nothing you can do. If I was you, I'd go to Ed. Oh, okay, Midnight. Yeah. But like I said, I've noticed it with a lot of smaller content creators. Oh my God. And if you remember Big Al, he's come on here. We've made several videos together. When he makes a video now, he may get 3 views. So I'm like, I better not complain. Okay. So if all of you could help me out and share the content out, that would be great. Yeah, once you're on their radar, you're right. And if you're a smaller content creator, it's hard to grow. Yeah, and I'm not pushing the left agenda, so you know that's a problem. So I hope you've enjoyed the content. And again, if any of you come up with any ideas, hey, I'll listen. And you know, I'll be live tomorrow. My new folks, Diane and my girls, I'm live every Friday night. I'll be here tomorrow, probably 6:30, 7 o'clock. Oh, yeah, midnight. Yeah. You're right. So, again, all we can continue to do, folks, is wake as many people up as possible. And we will not stop. We will not be deterred. We'll keep on going. Dorian keeps telling Pastor Bryant to pay his child support. Good luck with that. How you doing, Mike? Nice. Good evening. Oh, yeah, that's okay. Oh, yeah, Florida. Yeah, trolls, they don't like what you're saying, and then they go report. Yeah, I know about that, too. Tragic. So we're done. Mike Nice, make sure you check the replay because I explained how Reverend Al flipped. He's telling Black people in New York to vote for Andrew Cuomo, the perv. Yes, ma'am, Eastern Standard Time. I'm in North Carolina. He sold it for $6 million. Wow, midnight. Okay. Yeah. So I'll be live. Yeah, 6:30, 7 o'clock. And I enjoyed all of you. Yeah, but you got a good thing going, Roland. Thank you, Midnight. Thank you for the words of wisdom. Thank you, Vicky. So yeah, I enjoyed you, and I hope that everyone has a wonderful. Will do what you. What you talking about? Will? Oh my God, Mike. You know I'm old. That came from Different Strokes. Oh my God, with Gary Coleman. Yeah. Okay. So, talking about Al Sharpton. You know, you've heard us talking about him. He's betraying the Black voters. He's bought and sold to the highest bidder. for Andrew Cuomo to be mayor of New York. He's throwing his weight behind him. God bless you too, Dorian. Lord Jammer, great show. Great. Oh, yeah. Thank you, Lord Jammer. Lord Jammer, come back tomorrow. We always have a good time with you. Mike, come back tomorrow, 6:30, probably 7 o'clock, something like that. And we'll get together. We're going to continue to expose these frauds and these puppets and these gatekeepers for what they are. They're all traitors. I wish Trump would try them. All the Democrats are traitors to the American people. Treasonous traitors. What can Al morph into next? My God, look at midnight. Woo! Thank you, Mike. Yeah, that's good. And just remember, folks, we won, and all the things they're trying to do, we got these eyes on them. We're still watching. Paulina, how you doing, love? Yes, we said Al Sharpton. We don't care. We're going to continue to expose him. We're going to continue. Good night, Ashani. We're going to continue to expose these gatekeepers, these black shills who have sold not only America, but the people, their constituents that they say they're doing things for, the black community. They've destroyed them. They've got to go. So our eyes are always going to be on them. We're going to continue to expose them because private eyes, they're watching you. They see your every move. Baby, private eyes, they're watching you. Private eyes, they're watching you, watching you, watching you. Yes, honey, Hall & Oates. Boom. Oh, dear, I will. Vipa said, yes, ma'am. Yes, Hall & Oates. I love some Hall & Oates now. I know, Diane. I know, love. Me too. We have to remember to show up and vote in the Yes, 2026. That's why I'm not stopping. We've got to get the word out. Midnight. Ashayan, Chris, Diane, Vipa, Lord Jammer, everyone, share these videos. Who was it that came in tonight? Was it you or Shane that said you just woke up and you're not voting for Democrats anymore? We never know who we can reach. Yes. Shane, welcome, love. We're glad you're here. Good, we'll concur. Yes. So make sure you're here tomorrow about 7 o'clock, I'm thinking. And we're going to do it again because I'm going to continue to expose these Democrats. They've got to go. I'm not letting up. We cannot let them gain ground in 2026. Okay? We have to fight and we have to be vigilant. The evil Democrats. Yes, they're evil. They're satanic. They are vile. I'm on Facebook, but have my middle initial. Okay, Diane, however, love, you can just however you want to share it, dear. We're just glad you're here. Thank you so much. I enjoyed all of you. Okay? Reach out and touch. Yes, someone with this video. My girls, yes. Like Ashayan just told us, the lights came on. You don't know who could, may change their mind. All their imported voters. Yeah, and all the people that have been dead for 200 and 300 years too. All of that crap. Good night, hugs to all of you. I love you. Be safe. And I hope you're all here tomorrow because I have some more exposure that I need to do. You know where I'm going next. I'm going to the comment section to talk to you. I stay there and talk to you as long as you be safe too, Shane. Thank you for joining the channel, love. Mike, make sure you're here tomorrow, love, 7. I'm going to the comment section and I'll stay there and talk to you as long as you're there. All right, midnight. See you tomorrow at 7. Love you all. Be safe.